Hi guys, I'm Sunny Keck. I'm a Sapphire Ambassador and I'm here to chat with you on this 14th day, the Valentine's Day, the Galentine's Day, the Single Awareness Day. I'm here to talk to you about effective communications. And good news, if you're watching this on replay and it's not Valentine's Day, relationships and communication are still very important. So you're still in the right place. And here's the deal. I'm not going to be able to give you the script that you're looking for that's going to answer every call and get you a close every time, because it doesn't exist. Because communication is so much more than just our words. And communication varies between the people that we know. Whether we just met them or we've known them for the rest of our lives, how we communicate with them is going to be unique with every single person. So I'm just going to try to give you some tips that work for me in communicating with people. Some things that I keep in the back of my mind when I'm having any communication with anyone, period. Especially when it comes to people when I'm talking about plexus, okay? So John Maxwell, in his book, Everyone Communicates, Few Connect, talks about how communication is absolutely key because we have to connect with people. Communication is so much more than words. It's our heart. It's what we put into it. It's our eye contact. It's our facial expressions. It's the mood that we bring to the table. All of those things matter. And there's good science behind that that shows that all of those things have an impact on the relationships that we have with people. John Maxwell says that you have to show people that you care about them, that you can help them, and that you can be trusted. These are the only three things that people care about. So you keep those in the back of your mind and go read that book. It's fantastic. Everyone Communicates, Few Connect, okay? So first things first, do they care about me? When we're chatting with people, I want any time, okay, first, the best time is when you're in person with someone. That's the best communication because they can see your eyes, they can have conversation with you, they can ask questions, they can be vulnerable with you, and you can chat with them, right? But we don't always have the chance to sit down and have coffee or tea with someone. So the next best thing is to pretend like you're sitting next to this person. When you curate a message, if you cannot fathom yourself sitting down and talking to someone and saying what you just wrote out, you might want to rethink it. Because we don't want to send out a generic "hey girl" message to someone we don't know. It's not going to work. Because think about walking up to a random person you've never met in a coffee shop and sitting down and being like, "Hey girl, have you tried Plexus?" It's not going to work. People are going to be like, "I can't trust them. They don't know me. Why do they care?" They don't know yet that you care about them. You've got to hit that step first. It's the most important. They need to know that you care. They need to know that you're not just out for a quick sale. Guys, we are a number. We are commercialed and marketed to death. We don't want that anymore. We are tired of that. We want a real, raw person sitting across the table from you saying, "Hey, I don't know if what I have is going to work for you, but hey, why don't we just give it a try?" Also, people need to know that you can help them, right? So they need to know that you've got products that work, but they don't need to be bombarded with all of the benefits. They need to know what's going to work specifically for them. And the best way to find that out is to not assume that you know the answer for them. Now, most of the time the answer is triplex, but we're not going to assume that everyone needs triplex. We're not going to assume, because that winds up biting us. I hate it when people assume that they know. And it just, okay, if you're a mom, I'm a new mom, think about all the unsolicited advice you got. And usually it's sticky, right? So people are like, "Oh, we'll do this. Oh, try this." And they don't know that you've already tried all of these things. Guys, people who are trying to get healthy and well, Plexus is probably not the first thing that they've ever tried, okay? They've tried a lot of things. It's vulnerable, it's scary. They don't want to try and fail at one more thing. Be sensitive to that. Show them that you care. Show them that you understand. And ask the question, "What have you tried?" and let them tell you all the things they've tried and what's worked and not worked. And then you can empathize with them where they are. Gosh, I'm sorry that you have been dealing with all of that. I wonder if you could try this. I just wonder if it might be worth trying Plexus too. Be open with them and be honest. Hey, listen, I don't know that this is going to work the same way it has for me, but maybe it's worth a shot. Go with them on the journey. Again, these are all things that I would say to someone sitting across the table from me. I wouldn't be like, yeah, girl, this is going to help. Do it. Well, there's some friends I probably would talk to like that. See, there's no one size fits all. Okay, the next thing is people need to know, can I trust you? So within tenths of seconds, people can tell if you're being genuine and honest with them. Unfortunately, we don't always have that in-person contact, so we have to prove that with our words. I like to say things like, listen, I don't care where you get this. I just want you to try it. You don't have to get it through me. Just try it from somebody else. That way they can trust that you're not just out for their dollar, right? They really know that you care and they can trust you. Another way is to let them know that they are the expert of their lives. They need to know that they need to know that we think that they know what they need to do. Just if that makes sense. Okay, so if you truly message like you care, you can't do this wrong, okay? We need to focus on the benefits, not the features. We need people to know that we care about them, that we can help them, and that they can trust us. Also, what we give to people is what they're going to give back to us. So there was a study done. I'm going to do this really quick. So there was a study done, and men were given a picture of a beautiful woman, and then another group of men were given a picture of an unattractive woman. I hate this study. I hate that it's true, but it is true. We are shallow people. So here's the deal. The people who were given the picture of the beautiful woman assumed that she was going to be kind and funny and warm and inviting. The people given the unattractive picture assumed she would be not funny, boring, uninteresting, and so on, okay? Well, the people who got on a phone call with these attractive women or unattractive women, and guys, they talked to them differently based on how they looked, based on their assumptions of them. The men who were thinking she was going to be attractive were kind and warm, and the women responded in kind. They were nice and warm and funny back. And the people who were talked to like they were ugly, even though the woman was not the same person as in the picture, it was a made-up picture, those women responded back negative and unkind and unwarm and not funny. So what can we take from that sociological study? We can take the fact that if we give people skepticism in our voice, in our tone, in the way that we talk to them, if we start a conversation assuming that they're not going to want what we have to offer, they're going to respond back in that same way. What we focus on expands. So if we assume what we have is going to work, and we go in communicating that it's going to be okay, I'm not going to be offended, I'm not going to hate you if you don't go with what I have to say. If we are gentle with our communications, we're going to have a much better result with people, okay? Science backs up the fact that if we go in positive and without being defensive, then we're going to have a better result. And here's the deal. I don't want you guys to overthink it. Jump in and start having conversations. You're going to screw them up first. I promise. You're going to mess them up and you're going to be like, why did I say that? And then you're going to be honest with the people and you'll be like, guys, I just looked back at the message I sent you 2 years ago. And you're going to say, I'm so sorry. That was not a very cool message that I sent you. Can I try again? Can we have a chat about Plexus sometime? Because we all send out those messages, look back and like are embarrassed that we sent them. Be honest with people, be raw. They appreciate your vulnerability. And if they don't, we have to know that that's their issue. We have to know that people come with their own baggage when it comes to network marketing. People are going to automatically be defensive, especially if they have run across people who they are trying to sell them something that they can't trust, that they don't care about them, and that they ultimately couldn't help them. We have to sometimes repair those and show them that we really do care. So here's the deal. Don't overthink it. Be vulnerable. And what I need you to remember is that if you believe like I do, that you were made in the image of your Creator, you instinctively know how to love people well. You can't mess that up, okay? If you go in sitting across the table from somebody drinking coffee and you love on them, you can't do that wrong. You can't mess that up. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And if you are approaching them with love and true care, you're not going to mess it up. And if it's not the right time for them, come back, because timing truly is everything, okay? So there you go. There are my tips on communication. It's not perfect. It never will be. And that's what makes it beautiful. Have a good night, guys.